What's up, guys? How we doing? Hey, this World Supercross is the gift that keeps on giving. We got more drama. Um, Vince Friese has been accused of some serious stuff. Brayton, man, the team atmosphere over at MCR, not good. Poor Tony Alessi and being team manager and trying to manage between these two guys and some of the accusations, he's got his work cut out for him. But luckily, I think Tony's up to the job. Guys, thank EBC for coming on board with us. EBC makes some amazing products between their brake pads, their oversized rotors, clutches, you name it. And EBC, it's cost-effective products that are really good. We have some information about Roczen and his WADA test and how that didn't exactly go smoothly. And if you guys want to get in shape, hit up my buddy, Coach Rob Beams at CompleteRacingSolutions.com. Coach has got a program for everybody. And Coach, from vet riders that works around your schedule to up-and-coming riders where you want to build a more durable athlete, a stronger, faster. You name it. You tell Coach what your goals are. And, he uses he's not just some trainer from, Planet Fitness or somewhere. He has studied this stuff. He's got degrees out the wazoo. He's one of the smartest people I've ever met. But he does it from a scientific standpoint, and he will get you in shape, guys. So without further ado, let's get into this.
I'm in the empire business.
Everybody love everybody!
You all know exactly who I am.
All right, guys. So the big story right now is not necessarily the Vince Friese takeout move on Brayton in the first turn, which, in my opinion, that's just what happens when you battle for a championship. Like I said in my other video, Vince took his shot, it didn't work, and he lost the championship. But I don't blame him for trying. It's Vince Friese. You had to know he was going to do that. This is the biggest win in possibly his career. Now, the accusation levied against him is that he offered Grant Harlan $2,000 to take out Brayton. Well, from my research and what I've done, sounds like that actually happened. It sounds like that was something that was just tossed out there, but the FIM has investigated it and declared it, they call it cheap talk, or heat of the moment. There was no agreement signed, no money changed hands, there will be no discipline for that. Was he serious? I don't know. Only Vince Friese knows whether he was serious or if he was joking. But in reality, it wouldn't have helped him too much. So you take out Brayton, and now you've got Ken Roczen, who's only 4 points behind. You've got to take out both guys. So what's he telling Grant Harlan to take out both of them? And when is Grant Harlan going to do that? It's not like he was running up front when he's getting lapped. I would guess he's going to get more than a $2,000 fine if he does interfere with a World Supercross Championship by doing something like that. Because when you're getting lapped, it's going to be completely obvious. So while it makes for a good storyline and some drama between teammates, it's not necessarily the rule-breaking, world-banning problem that a lot of people are making it out to be. It's something we'll talk about. Should Vince have said that? Assuming he did. Probably not. Probably not a good thing to say. You don't want to joke about gambling or accusations or payoffs or race fixing. Just not a good thing to gamble about. But think about the crazy things that are said between fighters and in between rounds. And like I said, I go back to UFC a lot because that's the other sport that I follow really closely. They say some crazy stuff in between rounds. In between the second and third race, essentially like a break in between rounds. Heart rates are up, emotions are high, crazy things come out of mouths. I don't know that you can count anything as legitimate in between there. But moving on from that, the real story was WADA striking again. So rumor had it, Ken Roczen was chosen to be tested. Ken said, go fuck yourself. Paraphrasing. He doesn't want to take a WADA test. Take your WADA test, shove it up your ass, you guys. But it seems kind of strange. And what I don't know that Ken has researched with WADA, if you run from a test, you will be given the maximum penalty of testing positive. It's just as bad as testing or worse than testing positive for any illegal substances if you run from a test. Once they selected him for that test, he either took it or he received maximum ban from WADA, which would have essentially ended his career. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how this test comes out. Did he have a reason for not wanting to take it other than maybe a false positive? I don't know. He's been flying all over the country. Maybe he drank way too much Red Bull at the straight rhythm, and if you have too much caffeine, you can actually pop with WADA. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But if Ken does have anything in his system when this comes back, this could be detrimental to his career and World Supercross Series itself, because let's not forget, this WADA debacle was nasty here in the United States. A lot of the reason they got rid of it was because of the WADA affiliation, and it's just not going to be good. They're going to have a hard time getting riders if they do this. It's just not good. But hang on tight, guys. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm assuming Brayton goes into a retirement. We won't know until early next season. The team at MCR is trying to it's like having two siblings that are brawling and being the parent. They're trying to just stay out of it and let them work it out. Don't expect their feelings to ever... Yeah, listen, Brayton and Friese aren't going to dinner anytime soon. They're not going to be buddies. And I don't think Friese gives a shit. Friese wanted to win, and he wants to win, and he does not care, and I kind of like that about him. I like that he's just very Hunger Games. Oh, and this race had kind of a Hunger Games feel to it. I guess they walked all the riders up, and they met all these high-dollar executives, and they were like looking at the riders, and I was told it felt a lot like when the Hunger Games, when the tributes go in there, and they're like showing off their skills, and the rich people decide who they're going to bet on. That was what I was told what it felt like. But hey, and the way it played out with guys paying each other to take each other out, taking each other out, like, hey, World Supercross, Hunger Games, guys. All right, remember, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys later. What's up, guys? Hey, I'm back at the Epic Garage Design Studio, and what we got today is your 4x4 slat wall. Now, who doesn't want to clean up their garage? It always looks, when you have stuff stacked up and around, slat wall is the perfect solution. This here is your 4x4, your basic entry-level package of slat wall. It holds up to 100 pounds, and it comes with a 10-piece hook kit. You can get an additional sport kit, kayak kit, bike hooks, extra bike hooks, skateboard, snowboard hooks, and you can actually turn this thing into a clothing rack. Say if you want to mount it inside, maybe in a closet or somewhere that necessarily doesn't have enough storage for you. Use it as a closet. This thing's awesome, guys. Get it at epicgaragedesigns.com.